Welcome to 360 Happiness. My today's topic is when our heart is empty, our ego becomes bigger. Uh, this thought will make sense to you in a while, not right now. If you see some saint or people like Buddha, they could sit in one place without moving. It's a strange phenomena if you look at it, because if I try to sit 1 hour in one place without doing anything, my mind will start to become crazy with thoughts. So I must keep myself busy in some kind of activity, watch TV, maybe work out, maybe go on social media, talk to somebody, chat with somebody. So it just tells me that how unrestful is my mind. The more I try to keep my mind busy, it's a sign that the less is my heart in peace. And I see that a lot of people who are restless or who don't have peace, comparatively, they keep on doing something so that, it's like filling um, your mind with something because there is no peace inside. Now, what is really peace? One of the strongest ways to have long lasting peace. I'm not talking about short term peace, because short term peace can come from happiness. Please understand, peace is not short term happiness. Peace is something more connected with bliss. So, the permanent way of having peace is to connect with the spirituality, with the spirit, with the universe. Everything else, watching TV, going for yoga, kissing, chatting with somebody, is just to keep your mind busy. Or even social media. I would really focus on this because it's so popular these days as a means of filling our mind with something. Just because if our mind is empty, it will just have crazy thoughts. So I put up attractive looking picture of me, if I can look attractive. It's just for everybody. And people start to have more likes, more comments, and it keep their mind busy that okay, I'm wanted. People want to talk to me. People think it's funny how these likes relate to being attractive and more likable, and how more likable gives us a sense of satisfaction, and how more liking is connected also to your ego, because if more people like you have more high ego, and you start to need this ego to feel complete. And all this is just like um, illusion, um, like filling your emptiness. So, the more empty you are, the more ego you will have. Which also means if you have less ego, or if you try to bring your ego down, you will also be more full inside. And it's not just by saying we can do it. Like a mantra, we have to constantly remind ourselves of who we are. What's your purpose? One of the simple purposes is to make someone happy without greed. It can be a dog, it can be filling water in the plants, it can be just hugging a child if he or she is crying. You do it not for your own need. Of course, a need gets fulfilled when you do something good because you automatically connect to nature. This is one kind of need. It's a platonic need, I think, if I use the word correctly. The other need is what is satisfying your desires. So I'm not talking about that needs because it's short term happiness. Because when you're trying to satisfy your desires by hugging someone, kissing someone, it's happiness for short time. It is not connected to the creator, to the supreme. Unless you are such a person whose heart has transcended above desires, of course, which most of us are not, and let us not be into this illusion also. So, there are practices like meditation, and meditation is not really something that talks about any kind of God, especially, you know, I would mention it here. Meditation is only your connection with the universe. And when you have this connection, it takes you away from the material world, it takes you away from the Maya. Because in Maya, we have all the problems from our ego, our empty heart, our high ego, our desires. So, meditation or doing anything consciously, which is also meditation, is what you need to, or what I need to remind myself of who am I. I can see myself as a machine of satisfying desires, having big status, big house, car, pretty woman around me, or I can remind myself. Please understand, all these desires come from when your Kundalini is in the first or second chakra. When the energy rises to the higher chakra, you don't have such kind of desires. And you start connecting to the universe, you start seeing your body as a vehicle, as an instrument of doing good, of being helpful, which is a way of connecting yourself to the universe. And the body is also important because it is the instrument from which we can do some practices like yoga or some mudras, which will take us to spirituality, to freedom, to liberation, whatever name you want to keep with it. So, no, I actually forgot the purpose why am I making this video, but it happens when I get lost in the thoughts, the train of thoughts. Yes, it was about how empty heart means, you need to keep your mind full with something. Full with, actually, mind can only be full with ego, nothing else. Mind, the working mind, not the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind can only be filled with peace and compassion. So please stay close to your practice and please remind yourself that whatever you're doing, what is your intention behind it? Where is it taking you? What action you're doing right now? What you're thinking right now? If you're talking to somebody, what is your intention behind? And always connect yourself to the deeper purpose. And short term happiness is not the deeper purpose. Short term happiness is just a trap. It's just to make you pass one more moment, pass one more day, or you can say waste one more day. So, being conscious, and if you see that you are not able to do it, please stay in silence. Don't speak without need. It will turn you inside. And don't seek satisfaction of senses. It will also make your energy grow inside you. Or you can waste it by talking to people, by hugging unnecessarily, by kissing unnecessarily, because it will just put you back in the trap of short term happiness, which is going to make life difficult after. I wish you peace.